background. Quiet on set, please. All right, thank you. Guys, my name is Richa Rants, and welcome to Richa Rants. I talk a lot. So this is Richa Rants. I'm going to be talking about whatever it is that I want to talk about, or anything I feel that anyone wants to hear about. Honestly, I talk a lot, and maybe it can be insightful. We'll see. Anyways, here it goes. So the first topic of choice that I feel like a lot of people have always asked me about, or have told me that I should talk about, is about positivity. So I have a few key points about positivity that come to mind whenever people do ask me about that. So yeah, let's just hop right into it. So the first thing that I will say about positivity is that positivity is a choice. So a lot of people may not believe that I actually started off being a very pessimistic and negative person. And sometimes I do have those moments, to be quite honest. I can very much catch myself in being like, oh my god, this is not going to work out. Oh my goodness, I'm so nervous, I'm so stressed and worried. But the truth is that it's gotten much better because I have made an actual effort to be positive. So I choose to have a positive outlook. I choose to be positive every single day. So sometimes that can be me like literally like saying like into the mirror, like, no, today is actually going to be a good day. I'm going to manifest today is going to be a good day. I may have had a really terrible day yesterday, but we're going to have a really good day today. You know what I mean? So I think don't be like, I would say like, delusional and feel like, like almost like negative positivity, like where you feel like denying your feelings, like, oh, it's fine, everything's fine, I'm fine. You'll hear someone say they're fine, and you definitely know they're not fine. They're not fine. So sometimes don't fake it, embrace those negative feelings, but don't bottle all those negative feelings up. And realize that positivity is a choice. So you have to practice it. The same way that you practice, problems for an exam, the same way that you rehearse before giving a speech. Whatever the case is, anything that you have to master, you have to practice it. Or not even master it. No one's perfect, so get close to mastering it. And it becomes second nature, right? So you have to practice being positive. You have to practice being nice to yourself. You have to practice understanding someone else's perspective, you know what I mean? It takes practice. So try doing it even a little bit every day, and you'll get even closer to having a positive attitude. So yeah, so basically it's a choice. Next, I think section I would say would come after that would be like, it's much more easy to be negative than it is to be positive. So again, it's a choice and it's not an easy choice, right? So let me explain a little bit more about that. So essentially, it's very easy for us to be negative. Obviously, no one chooses to be negative and have a bad day. No one's like, I'm gonna have a bad day. No one chooses to fail their exam. No one chooses to be broken up with. I don't know. The whole point is basically that it's easy for us to feel those emotions and to also even release those emotions. But it can be kind of almost like it takes effort to actually find the good in someone or in a circumstance, right? So I could say maybe like, oh, I missed my flight. Dang it, I missed my flight. I could be complaining off the roof, right? Or, obviously in the moment, no one's happy that they missed their flight, right? But I very much could say, no, maybe I needed to just take a pause and relax, and also realize I would much rather have a safe flight than be on a plane, which is having a effed up engine, you feel me? I don't want that to happen. So you have to really find ways and find the good in every situation that you're in, even if it's the worst situation ever. It really, really takes time and you sit with those emotions and you let yourself feel the negativity, because obviously you don't want to deny that you're not feeling good or you're feeling disappointed. Let yourself feel disappointed. Let yourself feel angry. But don't let it linger on for too long. So you embrace it and you acknowledge that you're feeling a certain way, but you move forward, and the way you move forward is by finding out what I'm going to do next, and that usually leads to positivity. So realize that it takes effort. It's not like it's like an automatic switch, because we're just naturally more prone to be negative and find the bad in everything. So again, it's a choice and it takes effort. Long story short, again, I ramble, so that's the main point. The next thing I would say, again, is kind of like what I'm doing right now through this conversation. I'm talking to my camera. I'm talking to my laptop. Oh my goodness. But it's basically to find the humor in everything. Because if you really think about it, I remember actually one time, oh my god, this is a perfect example. I remember, it was actually, I did a physics class before I even entered high school. I know, people are already giving me looks. Let me explain, okay? It was to get a little taste of what physics was. I didn't need to go through that. That's besides the point. Anyway, our teacher basically said a great analogy about, she basically made every single person give a road trip memory. And usually what happens is, after everyone was giving their whole ramble about their road trip memory, right? She was basically saying how, like, basically road trips never go well. They always go well. You either maybe your tire got flat, you're driving for God knows how long. There's some sort of negativity that happens when a road trip takes place, right? But they create the best stories because they're so funny. You know what I mean? Like, I remember one time we went on a road trip, and me, my brother, my parents, and I think even my uncle, and even like his, and my mom's parents, we were going on a road trip in West Virginia, right? And our car got stuck. We were in a minivan, and the tires were not like durable enough to like get through the icy conditions, like icy road conditions. And we literally could not get to our hotel, which was like all the way up the hill, right? So in the moment, we're panicking, right? We're like, oh, damn it, like we're stuck here in this hill. But guess what? There was a cabin there, and listen, that whole trip was a mess, right? Like, my brother ate some West Virginia pizza. He did not like it. His stomach did not feel too well. I'm not gonna put him on blast. Sorry, Pranav, if you're watching this. But basically, those were all negative circumstances, right? But they create the best stories at parties, yo. Everyone's laughing. I'm laughing. My brother's laughing. Everybody's laughing because we find the joy in those stories. So I was like, damn, that's a great analogy. The physics class taught me how to be positive. Would you look at that? Long story short, find the funny in every situation. Sometimes, like, I'll trip over everything, and I'll just be like, well, there you go. I tripped and I fell and I got back up. Look at that. Do you know what I mean? Find the positive in every situation and find humor, and it usually creates the best stories. So, another little tip for you. The last thing I think I have, honestly, to talk about positivity, to be quite honest, is kind of like, it's kind of almost attaching it towards like gratitude a little bit. So what I try to do, I'm not the best at it, honestly, is finding gratitude almost every day. Find something that you're grateful for. It could even just be, damn, I really like I remember one time my friend, she knows exactly who she is. She literally said, like, oh my god, that sandwich was the bomb. She put it in our group chat, like, oh my god, I had the best sandwich. And I was like, okay, it must have been a really good sandwich for you to be telling me. So, you know what I mean? Like, stuff like that, you know, like, be grateful for all the food that you had today. Be grateful for maybe like the time you had with your friends. Maybe be grateful for like maybe someone who helped you study for your exam. Be grateful for I don't know, like maybe the fact that you're able to catch the bus today because like you were about to miss it. You know what I mean? Like really simple stuff. You may think it's like super like typical and whatever. Like, why should I like? I don't need to do that. If you do a little bit every day, or not even every day, try maybe even like once a week, you're eventually going to start seeing like, no, I actually should be very grateful for all that I have. So just really find something to be grateful for, and that really will help you with being more positive in your life. That pretty much wraps up like my whole ramble about positivity. I hope it helped in some way. If you guys want me to talk more about any topic of your interest, please let me know. And I also have a few other stuff coming up for like topics that I really like. So that was my hot take on positivity. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and share. I would really much appreciate that. That'd be great. And yeah, honestly, really just hope you guys are all gonna do well, no matter what stage in your life you're in. And yeah, I cannot wait to see you guys for the next video. Bye!